Hey guys, good morning. I wanted to get on here because I promised you guys a video of my update on my ultrasound that I had to go to today. It was a vaginal ultrasound that my doctor prescribed me, Dr. Jane, and he's my reproductive endocrinologist, and he's located here in Columbus, Westerville, which is Columbus, Ohio. So I came down yesterday and I stayed with my sister, me and my niece, and my appointment was 8:15 this morning. So last time we seen Dr. Jan, I think it's Jane, Dr. Jane, or I think it's Jan, I don't know, tomato. But the last time we seen him was our first initial physical contact appointment with him, because our first one was virtual. I'll get to that in a little bit, like the cost and the coverage and everything with my insurance and Adrian's insurance. But the first time we met with him was virtual. And the second time we met with him, which was our first physical contact after COVID, he wanted to see me back my next cycle, and he wanted to check on my ovaries at a quiet state, and he wanted to check on the cyst that I have that he had seen. I'm a new patient, so he's getting to know me, getting to know my body, my story, and make decisions basically off of what's going on from there. So I told him that I was unable to come last month because last month was our appointment. It was August 7th, and he started me on supplements, which are DHEA and CoQ10. And that's to get my body ready for IVF. So he started me on those supplements, and they recommend 2 to 3 months of that before IVF, like your body to be in your system. So he suggested that instead of jumping right into IVF, since we only had one IUI, which was unsuccessful in December, that we should get another one. So he said, while we wait, these months that I have to prepare my body and get ready, we can do an IUI. And if I get pregnant, great. And if not, IVF is right there waiting for me. So I didn't want to, I was just telling my sister, get IUI at first, just because I didn't want the disappointment. And, IVF has its own, disappointments it could, bring too. And there's all kinds of waiting and just the testing and all that, that comes with it. So, that's that in itself. And, but long story short, we are going through the IUI before we move on to the IVF. And last month, I was supposed to get it done. Cycle day 1, I was supposed to call and let them know when I started so they could prescribe me medication, letrozole, to get my body ready for IUI. And I told him how I was sick, how I got tested for COVID because we were concerned just to be safe. My test results came back negative. I felt so sick, you guys. I was so sick. I was at church. I think I shared the message that day, and I just felt kind of off in the morning. But then after church, I fell asleep, and I thought I was going to sleep it off before work, but I just felt so sick to my stomach. I wasn't hungry. I had no appetite. I think it was a stomach bug, but I was freaking out because right now, any cough or, sickness, you think corona, you think COVID, and everybody around you does too. So I was quarantined into my room, me and Adrian. Adrian took off of work. He was on unemployment for all that week. I missed all that week. And it was just, I had a fever of 102, and I was just feeling really crappy. But God works together all things for the good of those who love him. In the beginning I was freaking out, but I'm just like, Maria, let it be. It is what it is. Just let God have his way. And, you're sick, but it's not the end. So, I just let it go, and I waited for this cycle patiently, and my cycle day 1 was 2 days ago. Today is cycle day 3, and they prescribed me, like I said, letrozole. I was telling my sister how last time he said, well, you know, the cysts, you know, I'm going to keep an eye on that because, you know, if they didn't say anything about it, then that's okay. But I still, you know, it's too much to have surgery right now to remove it. You know, it'll remove your eggs. It'll take away eggs from you. So we won't even worry about that if we don't have to. So today, he was really brief. So I feel like because he didn't say too much, it was okay. Like everything was good because if there was a concern, I feel like he would have brought it up. But anyways, I'm going to text them on my Clara app, which is an app that I can message the nurses and the doctors, and they'll message me right back. So, you know, the questions that I do have, but he did mention when he did the ultrasound today that he said, well, it looks like you have an endometrial cyst. And I know what endometriosis is, but I asked him, like, so what does that mean? He's like, well, an endometrial cyst is from endometriosis. And he's like, a lot of women have it. Like, it's not rare, it's common. But he didn't diagnose me with it. He just said that's what it looks like. So I don't know. I started Googling it, and you know, it says that if you have that, you can have painful periods, you know, pain during intercourse. It can cause infertility. So I have all those things. I have infertility. I have pain during my cycle. Sometimes I have pain during intercourse. It just depends. So I don't know. I just have to continue to pray on it, and I prayed about it this morning before I went, and I've been praying, and I thank you guys all for your prayers because I know you guys are waiting with me, with us to, you know, in this journey. You guys are right along with us, and I appreciate that. And, you know, I record these videos because I want to encourage women and reach out to women and just be that open vessel like I've had in my life. You know, I've made connections with other women in this journey, other couples, and I've been encouraged, and, you know, I've been blessed. And, you know, I just want to be that blessing to others as well. So if you have any questions, if you've had IUI, if you've had an endometriosis cyst or endometrial cyst or endometriosis, you know, write me, reach out to me. You know, we can talk, we can chat, tell me, you know, your results, what happened, you know, since you've had it, if you've conceived, if you're having trouble conceiving, you know, that's what these videos are for, to get the information out too, so that I don't have to continue to repeat myself to my family, my friends. They can watch videos and they can be updated like everybody else. So yeah, I mean, when people ask me, I tell them, like, you know, I told my sister this morning, I told my husband this morning, obviously, you know, and I talk about it, maybe not too often, but you know, I just make these videos to just be open and chat. So that's what, you know, is updated right now. I'm at my sister's currently, like I said, in Columbus. Me and my niece came down here. We had a wonderful time, and you know, we went out to eat, we went to the shops, we're gonna go again today. It was so brief. Like, my appointment was only like 15 minutes long. Oh, also they did blood work on me for my FSH levels and my estrogen levels. So like I said, today's day 3, and they'll give me the results most likely next week. So I have to come back next week, next Wednesday, for another ultrasound, so that way he can see how my eggs are doing, my ovaries are doing from the letrozole that he prescribed me. He prescribed me, I believe it was 100 milligrams. Let me see. Dang, it's in the car. Anyways, I know it's 2 tablets a day, so I don't know how many milligrams it is. I want to say it's 25, but usually, like, before in the past, they've given me like 50 milligrams or 100 milligrams. So maybe he's just trying to lower the dosage to, for it to not like be as many eggs, because like I said, my ovarian reserve is low, meaning I have less eggs than a woman my age usually does. So that means that my eggs are decreasing every month. Every month we lose an egg. So being that I and facing this infertility, the timeline is shorter. You know, according to man, according to God, it's different, but that's what it is. And like I said, next week I will be back on Wednesday, and God willing, 2 days or 3 days after the trigger shot, if everything looks good in my ovaries and if he wants to continue to proceed with the IUI, and everything goes as planned, me and Adrian will be back Friday or Saturday for the IUI. So he'll be back with me that day. Today he didn't come with me, and next appointment he won't be with me. He doesn't need to, and that way he doesn't have to miss work. And yeah, so thank you guys all for your prayers. I love you guys, and I hope you guys are having a blessed day, and I hope you guys are staying blessed. Thank you for your continued prayers for me and Adrian and for our future little. I know it's coming, like I said before countless times. It's not a matter of if he'll do it, it's when he'll do it. And he's still the God of miracles, and he deserves all the glory and all the honor. So have a blessed day. Bye.